we've started CT5 part 2 of CM1 with pricing. Pricing means when you find premium. So when you find premium, they say you have to use 6%. Okay. When you reserve, wherever reserve comes, cost of increase in reserve, there you have to use 5%. Risk discount rate will come when you are discounting. Risk discount rate is from that chapter which some of you, I suppose, you have not done by now, where internal rate of return comes. There is a concept of risk discount rate. Risk discount rate is not discount rate whatever you must have studied when you started studying CM1. Here discount rate is not the D. Here discount rate is I. This is there in part 1 of CM1 as well. Risk discount rate. Okay, risk means when you are discounting, you have to take normally a 1% or 2% higher. Because when you are discounting something, what might happen is whatever rate you expect, maybe market will go down. Okay, so if market will go down, you expected 6%, but in the market you are getting 4%. Okay, so if you think 6%, you calculated 8 or 9%, so that if it goes down also it will. That's why there is a word risk. Okay, so this is the last step. When you use V power, remember when you find profit margin and all those, they are only you will use. So if you have a normal profit testing problem, unit linked or the traditional one, you will use only the first three. Okay, reserving means when you find reserves, that is reserving. Experience means whatever reserves you will keep. Okay, I don't know, maybe what I said initially for reserving, but this is reality. Experience means what? Even they have written here, because reserving, if only reserving is given, then on reserves also you should use. Okay, that's what I am saying. Experience. Now zero expense world. Okay, premium is this. Who can answer? Premium should be this. Why they have written premium is this? You answer.
Zero mortality.
There is zero mortality, so premium will be this. You apply, you tell me the equation of value. So if age is not given, I can take X. Because it's a zero mortality world, it doesn't matter. Any age you write, people are immortal. And if you see, the summation is 1000. Okay. Pure endowment. That means there is a benefit of 1000 here only. So if you write equation of value, single premium, you write pure endowment formula. This is the formula. Okay, so P will be equal to Px5 V5 we have to write. Okay, this is endowment formula. This is 1, nobody will die. Okay, so probability of survival is 1. All P's will be 1, all Q's will be 0, because immortal V5. Okay, so when you discount, here also discounting, but you are pricing, so you have to use 5%. Sorry, 6%. And you will get this answer, 747.26. Now here premium, Yes, you get 746.26. Tanvi, what is the premium here?
Sir, is it not a single premium problem?
You are asking me, I am asking you.
Sir, it is a single year problem.
Yeah, it's a single premium. So what will happen? Even I started writing.
Zero.
Yeah, I know it will not look good, but yeah, will not worry about that. Why to waste time again? So now no premium will come here. It's a different problem. See, it's a different problem. It looks very easy, but it's a different problem. Little bit here and there you have to know. If you apply logic, there won't be any problem. Okay, because you must have done problems where premiums are equal. Now here, then what will happen? No expense, right? So there will be no expense column. Then what will happen? Again, if you see the question, what they say, without reserving, you find the projected cash flow showing them both before and after reserving are shown in the table below. That means if you don't use reserve, what will happen? There is a verification. Okay. Then risk discount rate will use separately. This is no use now. Okay. We'll use these three. There is no expense. Okay. Then interest. So what will happen? The premium will gain interest. Okay. You have to tell me the interest here. What is the interest here? Okay, tell me reserving. Pricing is over. We'll go to reserving. Okay. We can answer the reserves here. There is no reserve here, 0. You tell me what is V1, then V2, V3, V4, V5 will be 0. No reserve required because it's a 5-year one. What will be the reserve here? What will be the reserve here? Yes, what is V4? Reserving here means what? After this, what is the outgo and what is the income? So EPP of outgo what is the income after this? Do you have any income after this for the company? Suppose you joined for 5 months, okay, for a paper. We have taken you in advance, okay, one time. Suppose I am here. Do I have any income from you now up to this point? No,
No,
right?
sir.
Similarly, here also, don't think that you will accumulate that money, you will bring here. Don't think that. In reality, only one premium here, okay? And these payments are, you can write 0, 0. So present value of this income 0. What is the outgo after this? Outgo is only here 10,000 if the person survives. Okay. So you can write 10,000. Expected present value of outgo at this point. Okay. expected present value of outgo means if the person survives, if you want, you can write in the endowment way or directly discounting, because there is no mortality. So it will be like this only. You have to know this, okay? And this will be outgo means it's endowment, okay? Endowment we already verified, there is no mortality, you will get this. This will be 1000 V power 3. That's all. These are the reserves. So when you reserving means what? When you keep reserve, you see this is reserving 5% will use. Experience means you will experience later, okay? Suppose I want to keep some money as reserve, that is one thing. When I will experience means when I will spend or some amount I will do, that is the real thing. Later it will come. When you reserving, remember when you pricing, we started pricing chapter, and then when we started reserving chapter, if you remember, we never talked about something already happened. Reserve means you are planning for the future to keep money, okay? Pricing means you are pricing for the future. I have taken one insurance policy back in 19, can you believe, when you are not born, like Ek Palak and all those, Yakshita, I think all of you. So last month I paid premium. Maybe it's already 20 year past, 25 year past, 1995 or 1997. How many years? 22 years, something like that. 25, 4, 5 years. So it's planned before. For a 25-year policy, you will plan before and you will plan reserving. Then you will reserve, actually reserve. That will come here, okay? So 5% will use. Here, use 5%, find all these values, okay? So 1000 V square, all this. I will write from here. But see, you are not supposed to do whatever way they've written. I will show you the difference. You will be able to follow. Things will not match. There is a concept of, end of year reserve, start of year reserve. We are not doing that way. Okay. Interest 52.31 with 5%. All right. We are doing the second table. Let me complete the first table. So in the first table there is no reserve anyway, we will not use. We don't keep any reserve, okay? So interest you can find at 7%, it will be 52.31. This is experience, means really you deposit money, you do it, okay? That is your experience. So 7%, you see 7% they have given, I showed you 7%. That is done, okay? Then what will happen? Because it's a zero mortality world, nobody will die, you will not pay anything. There is no withdrawal, nobody will withdraw, okay? So, and we are not keeping, so what we are doing in this problem, they are saying you don't keep reserve, okay? And from the table, don't keep reserve. And keep reserve, what will happen? And from the table, I should have written table here within the bracket, don't keep reserve, but anyway, it's okay. We'll give importance to the logic. So no reserve here, so directly profit will come, nothing here, okay? You see here, benefit outgo, I mean last one will come, so we'll keep, but otherwise we'll add these two and we'll write first year profit 799.57. 799.57. That's good. Interest 0, no premium. Okay. And outgo, how they've written, benefit outgo. Okay, benefits we can write because it's endowment policy. I mean, we need only one column. Benefit you can write. No benefit here. I'm using this column, so this column you leave it. Okay. Or to avoid benefit, I mean to avoid the doubt, we'll write here 79957. Okay, and here benefit. What is the benefit here? If the person dies, this is death benefit. Okay, so no mortality. When I said, that was for what benefit? That was for, even if you want, I will separate. That's what I thought. I forgot actually. Even you don't need to write this column. There is no requirement. Okay, this is death benefit. There is no death. Why to write one column? This is survival benefit. Survival benefit. In pure endowment, you don't need this table at all. This column. Anyway, no survival benefit in the first year, but there is a survival benefit you have to pay from whatever you have. Okay, that will be minus all the time. If you don't write here also minus, you have to subtract. That you need to remember. So you see, finally minus 1000. Okay, 0, 0. Remember, you refer to the last video. There is a substantial outgo. Yakshita, what you are doing till date? Why you are not updating? I don't understand. You have to spend someday, believe me, 10 to 15 hours. You didn't see the last video again. This is dependent with last video, little bit. 2%. But more than that, why you are not updating? I don't understand. Exam is coming, you have to give full time. Now, there is a substantial outgo. Okay, minus you don't want. If you see the last video, you will understand. We don't need negative after first year. First year positive or all that negative. That means there is no reserve. That's why this problem is coming. You keep reserve and you see what will happen. Here, remember last time whatever we studied, that was for a non-unit, that was for a unit linked bond, and for the non-unit fund we have done. Now this is, I don't think this will come in the exam. I can give you 100% guarantee you might not get this kind of a question. It never came. But for logic development, it's so important, this problem, because you didn't do, okay, whatever you were supposed to. That's why I am discussing this problem. Otherwise I don't do. Okay, so now what we will do is, we'll do with reserving. Okay, this one. Okay, we'll do here. If you write plus, you don't need to write. Okay, it's your wish, you write or not. Okay, minus sign. What you need to know, that you need to remember. Now, cost of increase in reserve, cost of increase in reserves, this will come, then profit will come. Okay, now tell me, what should be the cost of increase in reserves? What is the reserve you need to keep here? You go here. Yeah, these are the reserves. Okay, 100,000 V4 you need to keep reserve, and no mortality, nothing. Okay, so directly this much. People are not dying. Otherwise, we write 1 minus AQ XW minus AQ XD, then reserve. Okay, BT plus 1. All that will not do, because this is not there anyway. If this is not there, no withdrawal. Okay, will not write a only QXD. Even QXD is 1, 1 minus 1, 0. So this will not come anyway. Whatever reserve is required, you just keep that. So these things you have to fill 1000 V4 like that. Okay. So here we'll write 1000 V4 end of first year. Now we'll verify from here. They will not match. Okay, never mind, because they have done differently. We don't have end of year reserve concept. Okay, we are not doing this way. We'll not follow them. What we'll do is we'll check, we'll use the numbers. Okay, I think these are the numbers you have to use. You can find one, we'll verify, then others I will copy from here. You find one, 1000 B4. You know, you are discounting, don't use. Okay, reserving, this is reserve, right? Whatever reserve, that is cost of increasing reserve here. That's what I am saying. What is 1000 B4? So reserve interest, you know what is reserve interest? You will take 7% or 5% here. Here. This is not experience, right? This you must have calculated before. Calculated before means you will use this one. Reserving. Okay. What you calculated before, reserving and pricing. Experience means whatever reserve you will keep their interest. Okay. So 5% you use and tell me what is its value. Quick. What is the value of this with 5%?
822.702.
8? 8?
822, sir.
Yeah, then
0.702.
okay. Okay, that's matching. Then you tell me next one.
$863.
8?
63.
Loudly you speak.
863.
Hmm.
0.837.
Then
907. 0.029. 952. 0.380.
now tell me profit. This plus this minus this. That is your profit. Tell me what is profit.
Minus 24.15.
Then this minus this. Oh God. Is it? Yeah, the first one matched. You tell me the second one. Cost of increasing reserve is positive or negative? That should be negative. That's fine. So where you get this reserve? Okay, this we didn't do properly. This is not correct. For first year, whatever I said, that is correct. You say you have done problems, okay? Why you are putting pressure on me? You don't know how to find cost of increase in reserve? You tell me.
Sir,
Yeah,
sir, we didn't multiply with that previous years for the second year
yeah,
with the
that way we have,
previous
yeah,
interest.
yeah. Tell me. So what we do is second year when we find, we'll do this way. We'll do this way. And suppose this is the table. And the numbers you said, you remember? Do you remember? We have to keep separately like this, okay? Now I go there. We'll write all this. Oh no. You have to tell me these two more. 863. 863, what is this? 83. What is the first one? 822, 702. You tell me all this. This is reserve. You have to form reserve. Then you tell me this. This is 1000 V4. You tell me 1000 V3. This is not required. Yeah, quick. Once again, you tell me.
863.
Speak loudly.
863.837.
Point.
837.
Yeah, next.
907.029.
Hmm.
952.380.
Hmm. 3.
80.
8.
0.
Now you need 863 per policy. Okay. So if you start 1 here, 1 minus AQ, these number of persons will be there, and for each policy you will have 863.8. You need this, but fortunately this is because there is no Q withdrawal, there is no withdrawal. Q is 0 here, so this is 1. So this much exactly you need, but whatever you must have here, that's why that's a negative quantity here. Okay, so now that amount is in your reserve now. So this amount will grow to, okay, this will come from experience. Okay, reserving, that is experience. So this final cost of, see, these are the reserves. Okay, you can write V1, V1, V2, V3, V4. Now this is cost of increasing reserve, that column, minus you tell me this value. This is for the second year. For the third year it will be minus 863 you calculate all this.
Sir, minus 16.45.
Next.
Yeah, it is in minus 17.27 and minus 18.14.
Yeah, tell me the balancing item. You verify all this, whether they are correct or not.
So they are correct.
Correct. So this last one is not 0 here because cost of we are not writing reserve. Okay, we are writing cost of in. What is the cost of increasing reserve last year? Let's go here. Now in the last year, what will happen? If you solve problems, you have reserve 952.380. Okay, you don't need any reserve here. That's how V50. So you don't need any, but this will accumulate to 952.380 1.07. You will get some amount. Okay, you don't need anything. So this much reserve you have, that will come to your account now. This reserve, okay, this reserve is yours. What is that? Tell me.
1019. 1019.
1019.05.
Yes, sir. Point 046.
0.46.
46.
Yeah, there might be a little bit difference, but according to the answer I'm saying, according to the answer here, they've written 19.05. Okay. Okay, what you are saying, tell me.
1019.
1019.
0.0466.
Okay. So now what will happen? See, there is 19.0466, whatever you are saying. So see, there is first one is negative, all others are positive. That is achieved. So cost of increase in reserve, you make this column because you reserve. What you reserve? You want to reserve this way. So when you want to use reserve this way, you have to take premium from each year. Okay, from your premium amount, though you didn't get anything, you have to take, see, these are the amount you are taking from each year. You achieve this. If you compare, I mean, I must have said you before, this is a simple problem, but what happens is end of reserve, start of year of reserve, that kind of solutions are given in some problems. So don't do this way. Finally, you will match with the last column. That's what I can guarantee. And whatever way you are doing, you just follow your own way, not this way. Okay, this is the end of year reserve concept. There is a very interesting one. many years what happens is student, they say they were able to match all these things. They calculate and they match and they feel happy. Then I say them, no, whatever way you are feeling happy, you should not feel happy, because I never taught this way. Why you are matching the answers by doing something? Logically, you so only one method, follow that method. Okay, I think the more you do, the more you learn. It's something we have to accept it. I'm leaving now. Okay.